Hey guys, what's up? This is CarbonDuck today. Welcome back to the Minecraft mod showcase. Today, we have a very special mod for you guys that is— Wait, shut the fuck up real quick, me. Listen, me in the future. I'm in the present. Hi, how are you doing? I am Carbon. Anyways, so what was I gonna say? Oh, right. For the sake of not trying to fuck up every single video from here on out, I'm gonna be doing this voiceover just because this video is about, I don't know, maybe like 2 fucking hours long, and I decided to condense it down to maybe 15 minutes or so, depending on how far I've gotten into the editing process of this. Here we go. So, I know you probably have a lot of questions about me, but we'll have to save that for a different time in a different video, because I do want to mostly focus on weapons of Minecraft. What is weapons of Minecraft? Well, now before we actually get into this mod, I do want to say one thing.
Give me your chicken.
It's not out for release yet. It's currently on Patreon, Reese's Patreon, the mod developer behind this beautiful add-on that's made for EpicFight. With that said, I know that in the past, this channel has some discrepancies among paid Minecraft-related thingies. But I will say, as someone who actually tried it, actually sat down, got with the developer, and actually learned a lot about the mod before actually endorsing it to you guys, I can wholeheartedly say that even though it is something that requires you guys to pay for early access, it is very much indeed worth the access to begin with. Yeah, but you're selling about the last one. Yeah, well, this one's fucking cheaper, you dumb bitch. Simply put, Simply put, EpicFight's add-on Weapons of Minecraft adds a bunch of weapons, also a bunch of new skills. But not only that, you're getting very high variety and high class types of weapons, buttery smooth in terms of animation, in terms of gameplay and moveset, which just makes the mod itself and EpicFight a lot more than just being the regular Souls gameplay that EpicFight has truly tried to adapt over the course of its entire existence. It's taking on more of a hack and slash or slash Muso approach, so if those game genres are familiar with you, this is kind of what you're going to be getting and kind of be your thing, as it is for me. I could go on and tell you how great, how beautiful, but I'd rather just do what every YouTuber and I should have done in the future in many other videos and just fucking show you. We could go over the rehauled weapons that have been changed for animation and sometimes some move purposes, but let's go over the fun stuff first, and then we'll go on to the it's alright stuff. Yeah, so now this mod in particular is said to be released sometime soon into the public, so that way you guys will be able to play it. With that said and done, let's finally get on to weapons. So wooden staff, it looks pretty basic as shit. Now you know me, as much as I love 3D models, this mod kind of makes up for that in a little bit as in terms of the aesthetic, because a lot of the moves are fucking sick. And the greatest thing about this weapon is that this is actually one of the very few weapons in EpicFight, or sorry, in Weapons of Minecraft, that does not require you to charge it. Normally in EpicFight, you'll have to be able to accumulate hits on enemies in order for you to actually use their special skill. Whereas this one, you could just passively use it, and it just serves as basically a combo tool for you. Of course, your sprint attack is a 360 slap in the face, so you just simply just walk up to your homeboy here and And it's a 2-hitter too, so it actually, the hitboxes actually are pretty accurate when it comes to this stuff. And if you would like to see, F3B here will actually show you, and you can see like the amount of work and the hitbox. Oh yeah, there you go. In order to get the wood staff, as you can see here, and I know you guys don't want me bitching and talking, but you have fucking eyes, so look for yourself. You need 1 leather, 2 sticks, and you get yourself, well, in this formation, you get yourself the wooden staff. Now, of course, there are, like I said, different tiers to this. So if we go in the EpicFight tab, you notice, oh, so juicy, beautiful weapons. In order to get the stone staff, you need 1 wooden staff and 1 cobblestone in this formation. In order to get the iron staff, same concept, only this time you're using a wooden staff, which was kind of weird. I thought you would use a stone staff, but yeah, it makes sense. But you need 2 iron ingots and 1 wooden staff, and you get yourself the iron staff. And finally, you get the gold staff. You need 1 wooden staff, 2 gold ingots, you get yourself gold staff. However, I said finally, but really the real final one is the diamond staff, which you need a gold staff for, which finally made gold useful in some way, shape, or form. And you need 1 gold staff, 2 diamonds, and you get yourself diamond staff. But that's not the end of it. Even though you love your good old butter stick or not, you're gonna need a diamond staff for your spitting table. With 1 netherite ingot, and you get yourself the netherite staff. That is the staff. And of course, I can't wholeheartedly endorse this mod without showing off the combat behind it. So, excuse me real quick. Get him! Let's finally get over some real good shit. Now today, these are the weapons you actually want to look out for, because these are the weapons that I these are the things that really made me fall in love with this mod the most. So let's go over the wackest weapon in the game. And now in order to get the wackest weapon in the game, which is Ruin, it's whack as hell. I mean, look, they didn't know how to fucking spell it. In order to get Ruin, you need to find a stronghold. If you don't know what a stronghold is, well, why the fuck are you playing this game? Ruin is basically your big ass, long slash, not exactly great sword, but it's a long sword. It's a really long sword. So Ruin here is actually a really great weapon. Ruin serves to be a fast-paced long sword. So if you didn't like the long sword before, now you can just fully endorse the power of Ruin. But hey, I need these a lot. Stop! Sorry, gentlemen. Anyways, Ruin serves to be a very wide-range long sword that is just great for crowd control. And it's one of those weapons that you can fight multiple enemies with. So it's got a 4-hit combo that does a swiftly amazing 7 hearts of damage. Ruin, of course, does have another attack, of course, which is his sprint attack, or the lunging attack, if you will. As when he lunges forward, if you have the sprint for it, you can basically do this little 360 swipe. But, of course, his plunging attack is actually a fan favorite, as it simply just does a little dive down. It's kind of weird, though, because if you actually were to go from, like, a, much more higher in the air, it still kind of stops at a certain point in the air, so you kind of will just drop down. And this will actually apply to, like, let's say, if you were to go like off the cliff here. Oh shit. So what great bullshit thing that this whack weapon has is that any enemies within range, if you hold left click, will buff not only your weapon but also you. So now not only are your attacks faster, but your attacks a lot more stronger. And this of course doesn't just apply to just one enemy. No. Fuck no. This has to be the wackest weapon in the game, but still, this is weapons of Minecraft. Every weapon is good. So if this is the wackest weapon, it's still going to be good. Depending on how many enemies are within your area, the max, of course, being 10 in this case for Ruin. The more enemies that are within your area, the stronger and faster Ruin reacts and how he plays. So you'll be much more quicker, you'll be much more stronger, and the time duration is still the same. So you're not going to get cheated out even if you have more enemies within range. And like I said before, the max is 10, so if I have like that many, you'll notice that the particles will actually change into this white particle, and you'll know that you'll actually have the max install form, the full potential of Ruin, and its glorified OP favoritism that this weapon is sorely overhyped to be. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, how are you going to get the fucking gun? Yeah, I'm going to get you the gun. And the cool thing about this gun, these are the Ender Blasters. Now, these are found in the End Cities, which if you don't know what End Cities are, these are found in the dimension known as the End. For those who haven't played Minecraft in a very long time, that's where you go fuck the dragon and you beat the shit out of him. So, the Ender Blasters, as you know, is a gun, but it serves to be a melee tool at first, as you're going to be kind of working in a different playstyle if you're not used to this. So your whole goal for this entire weapon is to just accumulate bullets, as that's where this weapon's strong suit is. However, its physical attacks are actually really good too, as you have these combination of kicks, punches, and slashes, and of course that last hit, which is a kick, which does insane stun and knockback. But of course you do have a bunch of other moves as well, which is a very unique one. But if I do my jump attack here, you'll notice that I kind of just like push myself up in the air, and that's simply because that's what the jump attack serves to be, to kick off of walls, if you will, and allows you to get up upon those 2 block height ledges in case you can't get up to them before. The next thing we got here is, of course, the bullet time. Now, the bullets are very unique, and I love how they actually implemented this. So if you hold left click, you'll be able to fire your gun. And the cool thing about this is you can even fire it on the ground, in the air, holding left click. Will give you the basic shot, but holding the left click twice right after will allow you to do this nice little sidestep into gunshots, which you can hold any direction with this. You can hold back, left, right, and then once you just stand still, it'll allow you to set up for a charge shot, which takes a little bit of time, but it's just so stylish on how Reese implemented this. So yeah, there's a lot of mechanical depth to this in how you want to play and whatnot. So the system is pretty flexible. Not everything requires a skill, which I kind of like. Now, the only downfall behind this weapon is that you can't actually guard with it. However, I did mention before, you can dual wield this bad boy. And this changes the moves by not so much for the physical aspect, as the standard moves are pretty much the same, except you're going to be doing a lot more damage than before. And you still have that nice little stunner kick at the end that allows you to knock back and stun the enemy. The cool thing about this is the dual Ender Blasters have a jump attack that's sort of similar towards the Ruin, as we showed before. Sprinting attack, which is this nice little rolling thunder kick just kind of like throws yourself forward, and I actually do like that. Instead of this rolling thunder kick, if I hold left click, and so now I can just, what if I can do that multiple times? Yeah, you can do it multiple times if you want to mix them up. But yeah, so you pretty much have this nice bullet rain move that you can actually do. And of course, we do have a bullet time for jumping attacks. So jumping attacks, instead of this, if you hold left click, you have a little backflip into machine gun blast. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. As for the regular bullet times, the ones without the direction, if I hold left click, I now fire off 2 guns. My second hit does a little machine gun blast. My third hit does this run up into don't you dare say it! Jackpot. It's a real jackpot, which does a double charge shot. This, my friends, is the favorite. And this is the best fucking weapon in this entire video. Buy it, no bias. This is Torment in Mine, aka known as Torment. And you can find these in the Woodland Mansions or Pillager Outpost. Now this, it's just a giant axe. And I fucking love him. I love him so much. It's you can make a whole mod about Torment and I wouldn't give a shit. Just make him, you just have it where I can configure it faster, stronger, make it more beefier, bankai him if you will. His basic combo strings we got here is a very simple slash, and then a second hit that does a little bit of stun, well, not a little bit, actually does a lot of stun damage when you hit with the second hit, as it's hitting with the back of the axe here. But if I do the full one, it does this double slash. And for its sprint attack, you have this nice little slam that you can do, which no one knows about this, and I'm going to teach you it right now. Did you know that if you have enough stamina, which if you work hard, train hard, by getting the level stats data pack for EpicFight, you can then just level up your stamina to the point where you can just spam this. I call this the Endless 8. You can just hold your sprint key and then just left click away. And why is it called Endless 8? Because it never stops at 8. That is Torment. However, its special skill is the greatest thing known to man. Better than Ruin. Better than everything. So if I accumulate hits here real quick, if I now have enough, which I do, I go into berserker state, which knocks back all the enemies. And now I just swing this axe around with one hand, ultimately destroying everything in my path until I'm at half a heart, which is not happening because I am not going to half a heart here. I'm getting the fuck out of this. But berserker state, you have no hit stun whatsoever, and you just demolish whatever's near you, and it's just so good. It's so great because it's anime as fuck. Look at the shit. I'm whipping your ass. You can't do shit. Two-handed axe my ass. I'll show you what I can do. Oh, fuck. This not only is your stance different, your running animations are different, your normal basic attacks are different, and even hitting from the back is even fucking brutal. I know what I said. If you actually do your sprint attack, it has this nice little wind-up that it does now, which, yeah, it's slow, but it's just so nice, and it looks so brutal. Of course, its jumping attack, this just demolishes everything, and even the particle effects gives it an extended hitbox as well for you to actually get that extra range in, if you don't believe me. Oh, this thing is fucking huge. Next one we got here is the Iron Great Axe. Now, sadly enough, there isn't really anything moveset wise that's really different about the Iron Great Axe, or just the Great Axe overall. It simply serves as the new Great Sword moveset that we have for the Great Sword, but it does look a lot more neat and more cleaner when you actually use it. So as you can see here, the sprint attack is still the same for the Great Sword, and the jump attack is still the same for the Great Axe, or for the Great Sword. And now let's finally go on to the next thing we got here, which is the Spear of Agony. This is found in spawner dungeons. They simply are just, you know, dungeons where you can find like mobs spawning in and whatnot. Like those nice little cube cobblestone dungeons. But yeah, so this is the Spear of Agony. It serves to be a long range but yet fast paced spear, better than the other spear, excuse me. Now it does look kind of, the design may not be as appealing to some of you guys, but do keep in mind, I think actually one of the greatest glow-ups so far from the beta version of the spear. I was kind of okay with the original, but this one I would say is a big improvement from the beta design for Spear of Agony. However, unlike the Torment, where the beta design was perfect, but someone wanted to add gems to make it look like a fucking Genshin Impact weapon. Of course, it does have a sprint attack, which kind of just does this nice slanted 360 wind up you got here, and it even hits from the back as well, and they die. This jumping attack smacks them in the head. That's it. But of course, its special skill, and it could stack multiple times like the Ender Blasters, is if you accumulate hits. There's a bit of a startup to it, but if I hold left click, this way, you can stack it. I believe it's a multiplier for increasing the damage or range of your plunging attack. I kind of weirded out by the fact that he made it kind of like vanish though. Before you could actually see your character plunge down. Now let's finally go on to the very new weapon that was added very recently to EpicFight. Oh, sorry, weapons of mine. Oh, technically, yeah, same thing. But yeah, this is the antithesis, if you will. It's a fucking sight. It's a shadow sight. It looks great. The name, interesting. But testament here, or antithesis. If I actually hit him or hit an enemy, there's a chance they die. But there's also a chance that they actually gain a wither effect. For those enemies that have wither already, you can actually stack the effect. So you got your jump attack, which is this nice little dive into a 360 spin. Its sprint attack, of course, is very interesting, as if you actually land it, it actually does a gut motion within anyone that's in range. And of course, your special. So basically, I stab my scythe into me, and now I'm a full physical monster. It gives the enemies a knockback. And of course, the moves are different. So sprint attack, you do this nice little slash. You have a jump attack that serves to be Agony's plunging attack. Other than that, that is pretty much antithesis. But in order to get antithesis is actually well, you don't find them anywhere. The only way to actually get antithesis is to actually go and get yourself a demon seal. How the fuck do I get a demon seal again? The demon seals are found in bastions, which are found in the nether. And then get yourself a nether star, which are also found in the end from the, Actually, no. No, what the fuck am I talking? In order to get a nether star, all you need to do is then go and kill the wither. And that's where you get the wither effect in order to get antithesis. And now what do? You take the demon seal, you go to the smithing table with the nether star, and guess what, bitch? So that is how you get entities in your Minecraft. So the last and final thing we got to go over here is the animation re-overhauls and of course some of these skills. I'm going to go over some of the animation re-overhauls real quick. So of course, the shield doesn't really serve a purpose. However, I believe last time someone in the comment section of EpicFight told me that I did not review the trident. So I'm going to do it now. So the trident with the shield is, well, it's fairly the same. But I'm doing this for the sake of entertainment here and ease. So you guys got a lunging attack, it's got a jump attack. So yeah, and also you can shield while throwing this shit. I wish you could just shield bash people though, that'd be nice. Yes, man, please. The one that got the most significant change is the katana. This fucking weapon has become motivated as hell, as now you now have this ability where you're able to kind of just lunge forward and kind of just judgment cut anybody that's in your range. So simply, this weapon serves to be the ultimate combo tool now for any case, as now you got your basic combo slashes, you got of course judgment cutting, which even has the fucking slash effects for. So if you were playing Vergil and actually wait for him to put the sword back in the sheath, as you time that, the minute like you hear that little clink sound when he puts the sword back in the sheath, you can go faster and faster, which is pretty nice. And of course the sprint attack, it's a backwards slash, very typical anime fashion. Of course anything behind me is getting cut, but I can even turn it as well to hit that guy down there as well. But I do believe there is, yeah, if you hold left click, you get the rapid slash effect. Beautiful. Let's go on to the first skill we have here, which I already have implemented. The first skill we're going to go over, come at me, is counterattack. Counterattack simply serves to be a replacement for all the other guards that you have. However, depending on which weapon you have, your counterattack may be different from the others. If I were to block as they're about to hit, you will notice I can then perform a counterattack. However, the timing is very interesting. However, if I manage to hit them, ow, I can do a little counterattack, which just kind of just does the stabbing motion with the normal sword. But if I do dual, let's see. And this works for katanas, longswords, tai chi, spears, and swords. So no, sadly, for great swords or anything like that. Hopefully they have something for that in the future. Hopefully some type of parry mechanic that universally can be applied to all weapons. So some of the passive skills we got here is Vampirize. Now what this skill does, depending on how much damage I do, I gain 30% of that damage as health back. But if I use, like, let's say a great sword, that gives me more health than I did with the long sword. So yeah, Vampirize, pretty good. This is where like kind of the RPG aspects kind of come in. So if I, let's say, take a passive skill like Berserker, you'll notice that you can't actually have Berserker and Vampirize at the same one. So that kind of sucks. So you kind of only have one passive skill at the moment. Sort of like unlock that, allow you to have multiple different passive skills enabled, just for like a little fun feature for those who want to just be godlike and overpowered in their own fantasies in their world and whatnot. To what many of the average man lack, we have critical knowledge here. Now, critical knowledge, what this does, it gives you a 5% chance to deal 50% more damage. The great thing about this, it's pretty much a critical hit. However, you can increase it by getting Thorn 3 on certain armor pieces. So if you're wearing armor and you enchant it with Thorns 3, you can get a 77.5% chance of critical chance, depending on each level of thorns you have. So with Thorns 3 on each armor piece, you can get a 95% critical chance, which is nice. So if you're looking for crits and hits, that's the type of book and skill for you. Blatant Retribution. If no action... Shit. Fuck. Pretty much grants you stun immunity for the next action, which is during the 1 second, and boosts your damage by 20%. So literally once you hear that ding, you will gain stun immunity. That is about everything for the passives. Now let's finally go on to the actual physical mechanical skills that you can get throughout the game. Okay, so let's use the roll dodge here real quick, and then we can get ourselves Precise Roll, which Precise Roll, for those who are wanting a more faster and less stamina consuming roll, you can actually get Precise Roll instead. So Dodge Master is what I like to call the Ultra Instinct dodge, which I'm sure many people are quite familiar with. So as an enemy is about to attack you, you're going to dodge right at the moment you actually get hit. So you're going to have to actually time your dodges very well in order for you to actually dodge. Now you could spam this. You can actually save yourself some stamina and allow you to react a lot quicker than before. And of course, finally, we have the final ability here. I think many people will very much enjoy this one. This is Ender Step. Now what Ender Step does, it basically allows you to act as an Enderman and sort of lunges you forward and gives you a nice little effect when you dodge. You basically have the Dark Slayer dodge, and it's so good. It's Vergil. Look, you got an after image when you walk away. I wonder if it works in... Oh, it doesn't work in regular filtered animation mode. But anyways, that is Ender Step. It works as intended. It's great. It looks sick too. You can hold in any direction. It just ultimately overall looks at its best when you're in combat. So watch this. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Fight me, bitch! Come at me. I'm over here. Scum. So, that was pretty much it for Weapons of Minecraft. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you think. Let me know what you should call some of the special skills for Minecraft. And let me know what you think of the mod overall so far. And if you want to get access to this, make sure to go into Reese's Patreon to get early access to it. Or save your time, save your money, and wait until it's out for public release for everybody to enjoy. And with that being said and done, as much as I wish that was the end of Weapons of Minecraft, we are actually not done. As there are actually a couple of more packs and a lot more add-ons to Weapons of Minecraft that are going to be implemented. Not just Weapons of Minecraft add-ons, but actually EpicFight add-ons that we are going to be reviewing sometime soon in the future. But there is a very special project for those who have been in my Discord. There's a very special project I've been working on with Reese for quite some time now, and I'm really looking forward to how it's coming out. But I won't spoil as to what it is yet, but I mentioned it on my Discord. So that will be out real soon when we get the chance. But I wanted to make this video as... it was time for this mod to be showcased to the light and many others, and I figure what better way to go back into mod showcases than to show off something that's just possibly going to be the best mods of this year so far. So with that being said and done, thank you, Reese, for putting in all your time and hard work into making this. I know it's been very stressful for you to actually go about putting in all this, with also managing a bunch of also personal stuff and whatnot, as many developers do come up with. But thank you again. And to all who have contributed to EpicFight overall, for those who make data packs. Even though I'm not a fan of the data pack. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
What?